Alright collectors, time for another Mad item review. So in this video we're just going to go through a mixed bag of some different publications that I haven't shown previously. So first up we've got a collector's edition of The Best of the Worst of Mad, which was sold around 2013 and it had a retail price of about $12. I actually didn't order this book at all. What happened was I ordered a Mad poster book, and it was apparently a small format version of the Mad poster book, and this came instead. I didn't order it at all. So the problem was I waited probably 3 or 4 months before actually opening this in order to then see it wasn't what I ordered. So that happens to you occasionally, particularly if you're trying to do videos for this type of stuff. But anyway, let's have a bit of a closer look inside because it's actually quite a good book. So this is laid out very similarly to the Inside Mad book, which I've shown a couple of times before. So we've got Who is Alfred E. Neuman by Frank Jacobs. Got a quite modern Alfred there. We have a bunch of different Mad parodies. We've got fold-ins and things like that, and it's got the dates in which these things were shown. We've got the different flavours of Mad logo down the bottom. And it's going through the different periods of time. So we have Lord of the Rings here, Lord of the Rings. I have 30 Rock. That's some other art in there. I just wanted to mention one thing about these parodies. So this particular one was done by Tom Richmond with the writer of Arnie Kogan. And then previously there was another one written by Desmond Devlin. Now Desmond Devlin and Tom Richmond actually have a book coming out of original movie parodies. So these are parodies that have never been done in Mad before. I should take a bit of a back step. So Mad has ceased doing new art, particularly parody art, in their upcoming editions of Mad. There is some new art, so there is, I believe, going to be a new fold-in, not done by Al Jaffe, and they're probably going to do new covers as well. But what they're not doing is new parodies. So what Tom Richmond and Desmond Devlin are doing is creating a hardcover book of movie parodies, and they have approximately 10 parodies they're going to do, and they've currently got a crowdfunding effort to promote and get that book published and distributed. So depending on when you're watching this video, you should definitely go and pre-order a copy of that book. It'll be out, I think, at the end of 2021. But if you are watching this later, you can then just buy the book as well. If you're able to get in while they're doing the crowdfunding, I believe you can also get a range of other perks depending on how much you pay. For example, early on in the crowdfunding, you could have actually picked one of the parodies. So these parodies are like 4 to 6 pages, depending on the storyline, of course. And 2 people have actually paid a significant sum in order to pick the movies that are going to be covered. So they're covering a range of historical movies that have never been parodied by Mad before, as well as some modern ones. And one of the very rare benefits of the situation we're currently in with the pandemic is a lot of the new movies that were coming out have now been delayed, so they could possibly do parodies of those at around the release of those movies. But let's have a bit more of a look. Got a Sergio parody. And we have a subscribe to Mad call to action here, and it has part of these prints. And I've shown these prints in previous videos. They were numbered to about 1,000, and a couple of these are actually quite rare to find as well. But yeah, don't be paying crazy amounts of money for them though. If it's one of the additions to 1,000, if you wait a bit, you should be able to actually find one at a quite reasonable price. Okay, next up we have a Mad Collector's book. So this is a standard antique collector's book, and then they've also covered off Mad memorabilia. Okay, so we've got some artwork there. We have the infamous straitjacket. I've got a few of the records. The Alfred E. Newman for President campaign pack that was available to buy in the pages of Mad. It's incredibly rare. I have a packaging that was sent in, as in one of the manila envelopes, but I don't actually have the pack itself. And you've got an amazing collection here by, I believe, Michael Lerner. You have the skateboard. There was 2 sizes of that skateboard. And then you have the Aurora set as well, nicely painted. It came unpainted when you bought it. That's its original art, but they also, the cover of the Sotheby's catalogue as well. And you got Mad Fruit Candy there. You've also got a range of the old postcards that are pre-Mad, which I've shown before. You've got the jacket. I do have that jacket as well. And then you've got a few of the early books. The ridiculously expensive Mad was the most expensive, funnily enough, and included a lot of the very early inserts reprinted in that. That is also quite rare. These are toys that were given out in a show bag that was actually released in Australia. A full set of those could cost you upwards of $1,000. But yeah, they're incredibly rare. I really wish I had bought them as a kid because, you know, I'm obviously in Australia, so they were actually sold. I don't remember actually seeing them at a local show, but they could have been. We've got some of the mugs there. We've got pens and a watch. And we've got nosy shades. I thought they were part of the show bag as well, but yeah, it's worth picking it up because it actually has a lot of really good information in it. For example, unauthorized Mad items being collectible, because they really are. They're very collectible, some of these things. And that's it for that article. Okay, so last item I've got here is the book Mad About Politics, which I don't remember when this was released. Don't know if it says it on the back. No, it doesn't. It's probably around Bush. It has a pop-up parody, and you've got Alfred at the front there with a button, which is very much parodying an actual button that was released, which is the Alfred E. Newman for President button there, as you can see. I don't actually know if this was released as part of one of the packs. There was actually multiple president packs as well at different points in time that you could order, and they would send you various Alfred E. Newman for President merchandise. And then side there, and then on the back we have a Presidential Candidates Choose Your Own Adventure book, Campaign 2008 Follies rendered in fabulous 3D. Includes a classic Al Jaffe fold-in, a Dick Cheney operation game, peek inside if the VP really does have a heart, rejected presidential portraits, and that's about it. And it was produced by Insight Editions. Not sure if you'd be interested, but I probably actually could put together a video of all the political things that I own of Mad, because there's quite a few different bits and pieces that have been released over time. I may do that in a future video anyway. Alright, that's all for these items. As always, if you'd like to subscribe, please do so, and we'll catch you next time.